This is Coogan Cassius Fire for TV in association with Matt Klitschko and Marbella at the weigh-in for March gone together. With me I've got promoter Eddie Hearn. Well, by the time this goes out you would have already announced what you're about to tell me, so what have you got to tell me?
Got to tell you, October the 24th, big night of boxing on Sky Sports box office. Kell Brook against Diego Chavez and Vladimir Klitschko against Tyson Fury for the world heavyweight title. Huge night of boxing, championship boxing coming from Sheffield. Big fights to be announced, 6 hours of live boxing. Sheffield, Dusseldorf, it's a big one.
Obviously it was widely speculated that Sky would be the ones to get Klitschko Fury. What was the delay? The press conference was a little while ago now, around a month ago.
No, it's been a lot of talks. It was, obviously it's a deal that involves some interesting dynamics with us and K2, and I spent probably the last 2 or 3 weeks with K2 wrapping up the deal. It's not really been done before, a split site on a pay-per-view. I know it's been done internationally, as in UK and America, but it's quite an interesting dynamic for this one. It's a good partnership. Obviously ourselves and K2 and Mick Hennessy and Tyson Fury, and I think it's good for boxing. I think it's going to be very lucrative for everybody involved, and more importantly lucrative for British boxing and lucrative for the fight fans, because they're going to get an unbelievable night of boxing, not just from Sheffield and the UK, but also the very entertaining Tyson Fury in a really big fight in Dusseldorf.
How did the split work then?
I'm not telling you, am I? Listen, it works for everybody. It's a great deal. It's a great deal, and like I said, spent the last couple of weeks getting it done, and I think it's we're always under pressure to deliver on pay-per-view nights. How many interviews have we done? And it's like, do you think this is pay-per-view? Well, I don't think there's going to be anyone. But even Fury against Klitschko, I think everybody sort of accepted that would be pay-per-view on its own.
Yeah.
Now they're getting Brook versus Chavez. They're going to get 4 or 5 championship fights from Sheffield as well. In this day and age, we're under more pressure than ever to deliver value for money on pay-per-view. Some deliver more than others, but back to the old school days is where you have a main event fight without any other substance. If that doesn't deliver, which we know that some main event fights can't deliver, then we're going to take a step backwards. So now I think it's about covering all bases, putting on a huge night where everyone knows every single penny they spend on a box office, they're going to get back in value for money. And by doing it this way, I think it's great news for fight fans.
Just to clarify though, you'd admit that obviously Brook Chavez as a standalone fight wouldn't have ever been pay-per-view?
No, I don't. I mean, it depends what was on the undercard. If we did a night like May the 30th, yeah, I believe it was pay-per-view. But this way, we get an opportunity to all work together and make sure that, like I said, fight fans get value for money. So everybody wins, the fighters, the fans, and the broadcaster. So it was the perfect deal.
How will the timings work? Obviously, it's not like America where it's hours ahead. It's so
well,
now
that's something we'll sit down and go through. I mean, the Fury-Klitschko fight will start around 10:30 UK time. So it's likely that Brook will go in the ring about 9:30, probably beforehand. We'll start, I believe, around 6 PM. I reckon you're looking at 3 or 4 championship fights before Kell Brook. And then we go live with Kell Brook. If the Klitschko fight is a little bit earlier, perhaps we'll go after with Kell Brook. But that's something that we've got to sort out with scheduling. I think either way, like I said, massive night of boxing.
As in reference to the undercard for Kell Brook's fight with Chavez, are you under any sort of whatever to deliver undercard?
Might be a top card,
Yeah.
I'm not going to tell you there's going to be 3 world title fights. It won't be. There'll be some big British fights, big European title fights as well, and that'll be announced at the press conference next week. And already the card's shaping up to be very, very good. And we had a chat yesterday about Brook Chavez. I think it's a wonderful fight, and you will see on the night that is a great fight. And like I said, it's nice to be in a position where probably the questions aren't, is that a pay-per-view night? Because I think for sure everyone knows it is.
Pricing wise, can you speculate on how much potentially that will cost?
That's something that will be set by Sky. I don't think you're going to see any price increase. Again, it's not contrary to what people think. I don't set the price for Sky Sports box office. But like I said, I think you're going to get 2 bites of the cherry here. You're going to get 2 huge shows, and you ultimately going to get fantastic value for money.
I predict it's going to be $19.99.
Do you?
I predict, yeah. With the 2 shows on, yeah.
You might be surprised.
Really?
Might be 29 right now.
Jesus Christ. All right, well listen, Warrington's all weighed in now. Yeah. Everyone's weighed in now. It's all about March gone together tomorrow night.
Yeah, it's a great fight, Warrington-Branco. It really is. 2 guys. We had the chat yesterday. Great engines, great lads. Josh's style gels with everybody, and Brunker's style is just relentless, come forward, don't stop throwing punches. You know what type of fight it's going to be. It's going to be a great fight, great night, and don't miss it live and exclusive from 7:30 tomorrow on Sky Sports. Roll on the new season.
Eddie Hearn, thanks for coming to Typhoon TV. We'll catch up with you soon. Cheers, bro.